after a goalless draw in 90 minutes. The record winners with 5 Carling Black Label crowns to their name, the Buccaneers seek another at winning feelings. Well, you never really get tired of hearing the anthem boom out from a packed stadium. Off with the players who will be contesting this cup final. Despite playing the much earlier game, having more time to recover, just 3 players who started in the semi-final against AmaZulu have kept their spots. Grant Kekana, Aubrey Modiba and Tupelo Morena. Vala is in for De Rook in an almost unchanged backline. The midfield now consists of Mokoena, Mbule, Kulisi and Mabue. Hashim Domingo and Surprise Relane both came off the bench to score against AmaZulu, and they start in attack. William Shongwe will be running us through the formations.
Out of the 3 midfielders, only Mokoena is the more recognizable defensive player. It means then 5 offensive players in that midfield. That helps for the passing patterns in the attacking field, in the hope that better created chances will be available for the Sundowns team, just like they did.
Hoping that the lineup he's put out will be good enough to see off this Orlando Pirates team. They have 6 players who started in the midday kickoff against Chiefs back in the 11. Zibogan Pochane keeps goal again. Tetra continues to partner Clarkie at the back. Marco is installed at full-back again, and at least on their team sheet, it purports to have Vinsako Makobela, a surprise inclusion on the opposite flank. Tim and Motswari hang on to their spots. Tlamini, Pule and Hoto came off the bench against Chiefs, and they start in the final. The other new inclusion, William, is Benvenu Evangar.
Yes, having a target man like Evangar up front for Pirates tends to draw the action up front a little bit too quick, which takes away the build-up play process for Orlando Pirates. But you got 2 players that will change that this afternoon or evening. Team
legs hold up though for the pair that you mentioned who did start in the semi-final. Let's introduce you to our match officials. Amogele Tom, be assisted by Sandile Dilikani and Tabang Motlong. Tidisum Konazi is our 4th official. Well, these Orlando Pirates fans have been celebrating all week. Their side clinched the MTN 8 crown. A first piece of silverware for the season and a good start to life in charge of Orlando Pirates for Jose Riviero, their new Spanish mentor who arrived in the off-season. The Pirates players hoisting the skull and crossbones, hoping that they can get the better of a Mamelodi Sundowns side who not long ago up north in Bulugwane they put them to the sword. A little bit of an operational hiccup. The ball is at the center. Vincent Pule standing over it. He gets us underway. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates to see who will lift the 2022 Carling Black Label Cup.
Immediately, enough players underneath him to pick up the pieces.
Both sides playing in their change strip, having sported their home colours in their respective semi-finals. Mamelodi Sundowns in all blue, Orlando Pirates in what is effectively all white, although there's a lovely vibrant design on the skipper.
team seems to have taken a little bit of a note, but seems to be walking it up just to get it out of the system. And a key player recently for the Pirates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really man of the moment.
Man of the moment, man of the match in the MTNA final, put in an absolutely stunning and combative midfield performance, and earning that accolades and winning the title truly meant a lot to Miguel Tim in his first season with Orlando Pirates. Had to go in search of greener pastures as far afield as the US, having started out with the Mpumalanga Black Aces. Since his return to South Africa, he's been playing for, and no disrespect, but for smaller sides, Tipi United, Marimo Gallants, Maritzburg United, but it's truly a step up for him now with Orlando Pirates, who are on the back foot as Relani delivers in. A really fierce cross. Orlando Pirates escape. This is Vincent Pule.
What nearly worked for Mamelodi Sundowns, I mentioned the 5 players that basically plays a bit more offensive. It helps them in the case of crosses played into the box, because they always have enough numbers. If it misses the first one that attacks the near post, there's always 2 or more following from behind.
Lebohang Mabue. All the way out to Aubrey Modiba. I think he'll be pretty pleased not to see Monopoly Saleng up against him. Amini, he labours on the ball, and Sundowns have it back, clipped over the top from Kulise, and his touch takes him wide. Sundowns will play out from the back. This is Lesedi Kapinga. Makubela. It's given away. Kapinga seizes upon it. Matobi Mvala again. Mabue. Through from Kulise. Another big opportunity. And it's in the back of the net. Despite a touch from Punchani. Well, what a pass. And Kulise didn't make the most of an earlier ball in behind. This time he sticks it away.
If you talk football intelligence from the young man, in the way that he positions himself so perfectly in between the 2 central defenders, I mean, it's unlike the Orlando Pirates defense to be beaten by one ball that's straight down the line, and yet it's his run that actually caught them flat-footed. You got to give to the youngsters credit in the way he positions himself. Now let's look at it. Could Mbonjane have done anything there? No, he wanted to hold it with both hands. That ball was straying away from him, so a one-hand flick could have done the trick. 2 hands doesn't do the trick in such a situation. But the passer of the ball.
The pass from Lebohang Mabue.
He finds himself in the box just about every time that there's a ball played from the wide players or areas.
Orlando Pirates launch an effort through Motswai.
Bit of a yellow. He was already going down.
Big opportunity here for Orlando Pirates, squared by Evan Gar. And then a race to get there first. It's Dennis Onyongo who wins it.
Which was the more likely leg for him to finish with.
Modiba stabbed this to Malula, who's returned it to him brilliantly. Oh, it's too easy. Grant Kakana will bag one. Grant Kakana just happened to be superbly well positioned. As a Mbule can't shake off the challenge of Miguel Tim. Here's Kapinga. It could be another, and it is. Oh my goodness. Cassius Malula, you just cannot keep him quiet.
Where do you find him? Exactly in that 6-yard post.
To recover from the semi-final, they are a man down after the dismissal of Tapelo Koki. And Mamelodi Sundowns have scored the first of their 3.
Immediately, because in such a situation, if you're aware of somebody coming from behind, you can at least make your first touch to be away from the player approaching. That player landed into his feet and he controlled it like in his position and didn't move, which made it easy for the defender to close him down.
It's a nice ball through. Now numbers materializing in the box for Mamelodi Sundowns. They'll get a corner.
Tetra has been in the thick of things. He's beginning to come strongly, making a good presence of himself in the center.
Another opportunity for Sundowns. Malula! How good is he? How good is this young man? Cassius Malula with a glorious goal from distance.
It's the type of goals where there's no need for power. That he passed from that range.